Afei, what do we need to voter region? And no, it's a strategy. And today, met it. Answer no, and na EC district director na on Nkuranza say no. Yes, by force, yen transfer no. Eti pa ya transfer no. Mpenifo wo yina even MPP for cry wo that constituency. Na nanoma wo yina se debi edi basa beba. All because yes maame no o ka tell say transfer vote ko ha o se menye me pese me jedi mboni bia o machi na da chi am awukuro no me ma na mabusuafo be huna mane enti onye because of that it sounds say obi fi chief of staff office and our contest wo honti they won pen no mo ye. Now the information is that a crano free chief of staff office say chinchiri tachia maame no yen transfer no. Minimum say chief of staff in Yejuma. I will EC office. But as I say, so you influence war. As I say, so you influence a Yejuma. So when you make catch look, upa ma me kuku nkosoro said den. Obi o wa me hu nanim sesi ya o mie na no meba fom. Obi o so a onya bia na say kojo obeba fom ti wi ase ye wei obia wo de osuro no obia wo de ofere no obia wo de oka asam kire na otie ye obi wa asase so na yere ka asam kire na ontie ba e bia na yere maami ana na yere papa na yere nua kasa kire ne pe obefa obi o wa ni kunu ka asam kire na ontie ba e bia na damfo anan ne sofo na soro pani bi obi a ne ko park so ko bompae na o ka asam kire na otie eti influence e was asase so either good or bad nipa influence nipa eti say sa maami amatam no pa de ne koyeji now nipa na oba foforo was our district ni mu sa constituency ni mu no afa na obesua electoral areas ni na here wonso je Mensah wo dua boba wo na say na wo ye wo niam yie yes we are referee and these are some of the things as I said peace count no, I don't even want to mention their name that useless organization I'm sorry I mentioned their name as I said penifo anim de e wo mem ha etnase na wo hwa ade ne yie say as a country yeni kwan yeni suo yeni kanea yeni hospital school nya papa bibia say but we are only interested say ye kwa akwato aba and say solo win by force because solo ya me party ba solo ya minua solo ya madafo na kwa me de hey bunkan she from ss achuko because atu ya igbeni no ss we ko because we ya santini ss we lusu because we no free that these things ain't free. How did we get here? How? So because of elections, we are not thinking anymore. Because of elections, people have intentionally refused to think. And but as people, no, it must end and end now. There be a catch of Vietnam. War movies are ya show kroma bebrebe nyina America for war films are ya hwe nyina ne fa between America and Vietnam war Vietnamese war Vietnam there na ye kum Vietnam soldier for bebre there omo twa movies so Vietnam one day sat down and said that okay yet say about ntokwa yentimi nkubi because research actually open Google you get it. As I told I told I read. Research actually say enipa ku a wo asase so a wo mo ye obi osuro ade kura e friend say wo mo suro ade pa nipa wo the whole world oh wo mo suro ade pa mema so ade pa enkofo fi Vietnam ento no okutatuo ba onya wo so okutakwanti ba no wada nani no odwane wo de movies na yehwe ni na de ento so suro ade ne se wo mo pese wo mekum nipa so bekum nipa de come on no onwu than to take somebody's life onye and that's as so it take from hobby to me kodi aduro all because of so kum solo and also kum Captain Smart me say I try me so I just so ya baifu a bon so obi akrom nsuo da ho obi to say da okwa brotherhood o se makwa bi me ho obi ne ho so de kwa dey o de kwata efo and Sanyama when Vietnam said that no, we will sit down as a nation. They sat down. You see, from 1927, that Vietnam decided that look, we are not interested in anything called war. Yeah, you need so, you need canea, you need factories, you need industries. From 1927, Vietnam, a new development plan no toho. Yes, our plan no at all. 10 years, no munyo be a meshe. So 1937, now munyo be answer so Bomodi Abwa, ne Vietnam develop it. It was another 10 years. 1947, and UGCC, they were also planning how they can develop their space. Even though they were part of a certain region, no munyo independence, no Monday womo. All right? Then, Edu 1954, no, is it 48, 51, 52, 1952, they decided that, yes, starts in the grow. Enti, abayne fe nipa 10 waha, no do call Russia, munko suya medicine. Wakwa, abayne kuta umuti sike ina anu wakutu ya scholarship neka. Munko, mu school abamoma. Monsha dan kanchom se moma. Mundi beye 5 years, 6 years oho, munye experience ni ye. No watam nipa we no mko America musu mko suya we oduwe mko Germany mko suya we oduwe mko ha 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 mko suya we oduwe mko suya we Vietnam SSR nipa over 100,000 and if you one country nim no mto wo pitting across the globe and don't forget that some came here. Well and they see the V Lodge e wa gona swedro Vietnam Lodge. If you don't know, I'm telling you. V Lodge na wa aguna swedro no. Vietnam for the sea. V means Vietnam. Two amu ina peten here. Then they said come back home. Mumra, mo France, mumra March. Mo amuko Germany, mumra May. Mo amuko we, mumra say. Na amu ina amaba. And no. And ama Vietnam. I started one policy V for gold. V for gold. That Vietnam will not stop at anything. Vietnam is going for gold. And now, say ya no say. And Paboya Shemi, if Vietnam, ya know take it. No more be another. Yesterday I told you, shoes in the baby why you show Kroma, no friend a friend trainers, your friend be Camu, your friend be there. Bisa won kwa kwa sukwa fa ne ma no me na o me of Vietnam and then big designers even Louis Vuitton or yem pabwa say e wo Vietnam wo mu wi a no mo de aba begu monje o mu wi a na wo mo de aba begu wo mo shops akasiem as if say wo mo and I call you baby, or France, and or Germany, or Vietnam. Somebody sat down and said that we got to develop. What are we doing to ourselves? Say, Krom Hapa, what do we have? You are some what can I say? You are some the absence of violence is not peace. And we got to think as people. I mean, round the way up here now. Said about met me a proper. I mean, you know radio so no equa. Or met me at Vietnam as a nation. owie enu nyina wie ye no e dey na Vietnam ye Vietnam say yen kokun biom, we are not interested in wars, and they declared with that white flag say fear nekoi country Vietnam a vivi victory ekubia ye ko ye bia si edi nkunim o si edi nkugu o ye di nkunim. I say, how you lost to America? Even Vietnam lost to Japan. France moved all the way from Europe to attack Vietnam. Even Czech Republic uko Europe ya so mo honye den atentin brains Czech kura ko hoko gwa omo kakra. You know the German Revolution, what happened to Vietnam, what Germany did to them. Even that, the Second World War, said I bright of Hitler no. Or Japan, and what did any tray? Now somebody said, I am the leader of this country. Say a felio, say kunusi lusuyo, say kunusi winio, a kubia ya in the. Then they said that kwanya ye fast wa ye lusu wars ne kura no e say eye kwanya ye be fast wa edim kudimdie ebebreye. That is the reason why in that sub-region in Vietnam war no, they were the first to establish the College of War, even though almost woman kokumbium. And sub-region na Vietnam woman. United Nations Growth Research and the document na chere say wo pe oman was asase say all grown 10 times than any other country Vietnam. Vietnam is producing BBAB e was asase so. Oye mpaboa Vietnam oye ntade Vietnam oye farms. Say wo ko ho na omo ye akua na Kuya yo pa uko no mo ye kuya na asasre da ho na wars asenu ni adeni na no o ma converting ni na. Now today Vietnam is saying that the next 10 years ahead of them they want to feed Europe. The next 10 years ahead of Vietnam they're saying that they want to feed Europe. So Vietnam ko feed Europe. Na Ghana yet to feed West Africa. We are sick. There's something wrong with us. Vietnam woman so and woman sase. Woman here said woman here Japan there no. But today, Vietnam are bouncing back. What is happening now? Vietnam say the next 10 years ahead of them. They started this in 2019. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Woman came 5 years. So after 5 years, Vietnam say opeso feeding the whole of Europe. And then when we increase our rice population, production, population, when we rice production by 78%. Vietnam, emuna woduya, ema, ene uko dembebre ya, emuna abana masasadi, yefrewe Captain Smart, yefrewe Gordon Kwakutete, yefrewe Yatiti, yefrewe Fiatago, yefrewe mobile phone, san emu bebrebe na abegu kroni muno, ne kesiye, efi Vietnam wokwa na wakoto wo ma print botto na edugum no e wo China wo de koma omo a no ma fele ne de abrew Vietnam. Meanwhile asase na wo mudua so emo no wo mo srei read check Vietnam no kranda tie dotie edidua aduane. Vietnam kokra dotie black soil
then smart.
Meanwhile, Basikwa from plains, we can feed the whole of Africa.
He is the best. Captain Smart is.
But somebody is not.